Beasley and Aaron last night on the bus stop?
I'm super high. You sound mad low, Beast.
Hey, Aaron.
It starts.
It starts. Hey, Aaron, why you talking all that shit to me? I never even interacted with you. I don't even know who you were.
I never interacted again. I was just, basically, this all started in a chat room with Chris. And you someone. And I was like, yo, man, that was wrong. I was like, yo, man, that wasn't cool.
But I never even interacted with you, dude. And you jumped on this bandwagon shit because of something that happens with Cliff that got nothing to do with you. Why you do that? Why you do that? You thought you'd never have to face me, you little fucking faggot? Let me tell you something, you little bitch. I hear the faggot in your motherfucking voice, nigga.
Okay, I'm going on mute. I'll be back.
I'm tempted to jump through these goddamn internet wires right now, motherfucker, and make a real bitch out of you.
Really?
Have you sitting down pissing like the fucking faggot that I know that you are?
Get him, Aaron. Get him.
First of all, old man, that ain't never gonna happen. And number two, I necessarily can't go in anybody's chat room. I don't even have to.
He said necessarily.
Whatever the fuck you want, but I don't know you, motherfucker.
I don't know you either. Can I necessarily? But then again, can I necessarily go to somebody's? Again.
For them, bitch.
Repeat that.
So you can be part of it.
Do it.
Ain't nothing easy over here, motherfucker.
I know it ain't gonna be easy over here. And the thing is, I already know how grimy you are.
Don't think
putting out people's information and shit.
Don't think
that ain't cool.
Don't think I don't know who you are, and don't think I don't know where you are.
See that right there,
just ask
right here. This right here, again, this right here.
I don't give a fuck. Let me tell you something.
Don't give a fuck.
Motherfucker, I could fuck you up. That way. I can make your life miserable as fuck. Now, I'll say that I won't. Say that I already
see, right now again, I'm just being calm right now. I was actually gonna give you a fair shake.
Shut up when I'm talking, bitch. Shut up.
Afraid I won't do that. Matter of fact, I'm just looking at my phone.
You see how I got cupcakes?
And you know what? And the thing is, hell.
Just ask you this. You like fried rice or chow mein?
Necessarily don't do either, but I don't know where you're getting at, but still.
You that dumb?
I'm not that dumb. I just, again.
Why? I don't even know you. I never did nothing to you.
So let me get this straight though. So I guess, again, had I not said what I said or did what I did, or even I was hanging out with certain people who you or Cliff don't like, then I wouldn't have got attacked anyway.
I ain't never attacked you. I don't even know you.
Well, you called me a dumb fuck at that time. And ever since then, I was just like,
you are a dumb fuck. You're a dumb fuck if you're going to think having some type of online faggot relationship with Cliff and you're going to include yourself in what goes on between me and Cliff. That shit predates you.
I know that.
What the fuck were you getting involved for?
Talking about what am I getting involved for? I'm like, hell, I already knew I was gonna get included anyway, so
shut the fuck up with that bullshit. I ain't never said shit to you. I don't even know who the fuck you are.
Okay, Beasley.
I ain't got nobody else. Give me
blah,
that.
Blah, 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 blah. I couldn't even get a hello. I couldn't even get a, you know what, despite of all this.
I'm not your motherfucking friend, faggot.
This. And neither, hey, we ain't gotta be. Thing is, I necessarily don't do, again, I'm like, I keep my distance. You just keep yours.
No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck with you.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. a person, again, a dude that's way younger than you.
I am gonna fuck with you. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
And if you honestly think this is getting you somewhere, well then so be it.
Just a warning, motherfucker. You don't think we got your information, motherfucker?
Didn't say you did.
You don't think we got your docs?
Didn't say you didn't.
I think you owe me an apology. I never said shit to you. You found yourself comfortable with that fucking crybaby bitch, black burnt, ugly, stupid, Gomer Pyle bastard cupcakes. Because I'm the one that named them cupcakes. You found yourself comfortable. That thought you was going to start it on me. Like it's some easy walk fucking with me. All you got to do is apologize and it's over. Be man enough. Be man enough, because that's exactly what happened. Be man enough just to say that you're sorry and that you made a mistake. Just be. Are you man enough to do that?
And let's just say hypothetically. And let's just say hypothetically.
No.
Yes.
Are you mad enough to do that? Because that's exactly what happened. You're not disputing the facts. You're not.
What facts?
The fact is, I never said anything to you, have never interacted with you, wouldn't know you from a can of paint. And you, because of your cyber friendship relationship with cupcakes, felt it was okay to say unkind things about me because of your relationship with him, when you were doing so unattended because I wasn't allowed on the panel. But I'm here now.
Well, hold on. Just because you're not allowed necessarily on the panel ain't got necessarily nothing to do with me.
You stupid faggot. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying.
Hold on. Does someone have to use 4-word sentences for you to comprehend shit?
Nah, nobody ain't got to do all that.
Just apologize, man. You're wrong.
Wrong about what?
You're a stupid motherfucker, aren't you? Huh? You got to explain shit to you 3 times?
Nah, you've already explained, but the idea that, you know, again, it's going to somehow get me to change my mind.
Change your mind about what?
About how I feel about you and how you feel about me.
Hold on. I don't have no feelings towards you. You don't matter. I'm Beasley, bitch.
Beasley, okay.
Better fight back before you get named Aaron Cupcakes out this
I
bill.
never mentioned you. I didn't even know who you are. And you felt comfortable around cupcakes. So you take all of cupcakes beef. You know what? I'm just going to take it out on Shirley. I'm going to say, Aaron, I'm going to call her up and cuss her out and call her all kind of bitches and say, this is Aaron. I'm going to do it in my faggot voice.
As if you can emulate my voice.
We'll
Oh,
do
so
it.
basically, so you honestly believe that calling his mom is going to somehow take it again?
It drives him nuts.
But you did say that you was going to use my name though, or you was going to necessarily sound like me.
Why don't you apologize?
Why don't you just apologize? What is so hard for you to do the right thing, the decent thing?
To do right thing.
Why is it hard for you to do the right thing? What kind of nigger are you?
Come back on mute.
What kind of motherfucker are you? What kind of savage are you?
I'm not a savage. I don't put people's information out there.
Why can't you apologize? Cliff does. Cliff does. Cupcakes does.
When he's in the wrong, yeah.
Look,
has he apologized to you?
No, he said he's going to kill me.
And again, not to say that, not to say that, again, I condone that.
Hold on. Look, why is it so hard for you to apologize and say that you're wrong? Why can't you do that?
Well, let me think about that for a sec. Matter of fact, well, you know, never mind. But I will say this though: do I agree with all of these ideologies? The answer is no.
Fuck up. Just apologize. What's so hard to apologize? Why continue this? Why extend this? Why can't you just admit that you were wrong when you don't know me from Adam to join in the vilification, castigation, and defaming of my name? When you didn't know me and I had done nothing to you. That's the reality. You decided to cyberbully me when I'm not around, when I had done nothing to you.
Really?
Buddy, that's exactly
Really?
what you
Really?
That's
did.
what I seen.
That's what you did.
I cyberbullied you.
That's what you did.
I always thought, you know, hey, slap. Not that, you know, again, not to say that, you know, again,
I'm on mute. I'm on mute.
Do not get him involved in it. It's just his show.
it is not your show.
Hey, I'm just some skinny nigga.
He was not. Why can't you just apologize to me? I'm a human being. I have feelings. Why do my feelings get ignored? Why should my feelings be trampled upon?
So I guess all those times where I be in certain chat rooms and all of a sudden I'm just saying what's up to everybody. And yeah, I may see you. I don't even talk to you.
Hold on.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Didn't you say again?
Deflection.
No, it ain't no deflection, slap.
What are you talking about?
There was a show here, and I was just basically, you know, again, just, you know, minding my business, doing what I do. Then all of a sudden, you know, again, you happen to say Aaron does this, and I'm like,
that's because you've already created the offense.
No, I didn't. I didn't mention you. Never did anything to you.
But you had already done it on Cupcake Show. Do I need to play the tapes? Don't play stupid with me. You had already done it.
Wow.
Now I caught you late at night, hanging out on these YouTube streets. Why can't you just apologize, Aaron? Why would you want to antagonize me? Why can't you just let it go? Are you afraid?
No, I'm not afraid. I've never been afraid of nothing ever in my life.
Why not then just apologize? Are you afraid of looking weak by apologizing when that's the right thing that a man would do?
No, you know, again.
Then why won't you do it? You see that I'm hurt. You see that I'm offended.
Yeah, because again, you came with a lot of emotion. Right? You know, there's human nature. But here's what I'm willing to do, though. I'm willing to let bygones be bygones.
Apologize.
Man, fuck bygone. They need an apology, man. Bygones be bygones. You're the one who started this shit.
But
You're the one that was piling on with me. You're the one that was cyberbullying me with this fucking terrorist, this little fucking midget piece of shit terrorist, Cupcakes, who threatens people.
I seen.
He's hurt and offended. Apologize.
What's so hard about apologizing? Are you that weak that you aren't man enough to apologize?
No, I'm not. No, I'm like I said, I'm not a weak person. Hell, never cared, never. But if it will make you feel better,
Ignore the dog.
He said he's hurt and offended. Apologize. That's some deep words.
For real though.
Yeah, yeah, you know, they are deep. They hell.
A real man would apologize.
Yes, hurt and offended. He's hurt and offended. Just do it.
He expressed how he really.
You're making a joke out of my pain when my pain is real.
No, it's no joke. I feel your pain because I like you. I rocks with you.
tired of being cyberbullied and abused around here, Aaron. Why can't you just say you're sorry? Why is that so hard for you to do? I swear to God, are you a fucking savage? Did you grow up outside with animals?
Well, actually, I do live. I'm surrounded by deers and rabbits, and
I'm not surprised. I mean, when you adapted their traits, they don't apologize.
no, they don't. But thing is, I feed them. I take care of them. Plus,
I've been
I
known.
wouldn't hurt a fly.
I've been known to poison animals. I've been known to put some animals over.
Get those animals.
My feelings are a joke to you?
No, I'm just laughing at the other two right now.
I'm not laughing. Why is it so hard to apologize?
So you think me apologizes is
Oh shit.
wow.
Yeah, I'll fuck a bird up, man. Don't think your little rabbit, your little guinea pig. Don't think them motherfuckers are safe, nigga. Give a fuck about PETA, nigga. This is Beasley.
Well, I'm not affiliated with PETA either, so
I don't give a fuck about PETA, nigga. Fuck about your animal.
I'm not a big PETA fan either. But
Fuck Peter.
fuck PETA. And he wanted me to apologize because he felt hurt.
You're right. Hold on a second. What are you talking about? Aaron,
Wow.
what I'm showing you, the date of this is July 25th, 2013. You're up. This shit like way predates you. This dude's been a terrorist to trolls. Man, there's a troll protection league that has his fucking picture up. He's like the #1 enemy to trolls.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all.
This is savage. This is the side you want to be on, the side of aggression.
I won't apologize.
You think it's funny you don't apologize.
That's me.
But I'm not surprised.
Whoa.
I think it's funny.
No, I never said it was funny.
You're laughing, motherfucker.
I see.
I was laughing at the tape plane.
Hold on.
I was laughing.
Hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Don't play with me like I'm stupid. Motherfucker, if you start laughing, you ain't got to say it's funny. You laughing because it's fucking funny. The fuck you think I'm stupid, nigga? Now you laughing now, motherfucker. So you don't think that's funny? Look, man,
I'm laughing, but I'm not necessarily laughing because, again, because of those threats.
fuck up.
This
You stupid. You must hang around stupid motherfuckers, huh? Stupid motherfucker. I never said it was funny, but you laughing, motherfucker. That's an indication that it's fucking funny. I never said
did it
it.
ever occur? So again, so what about did you ever call Shirley? Did you ever call Miss Shirley?
And I had a very nice conversation with her.
Yes, he did.
Was very polite.
Yeah, he was nice. He was nice.
Very respectful.
Very nice. You was very nice and very cordial.
Yep.
And you know what?
Yeah, he didn't cuss out or nothing.
If I called her and told her I wanted to stick a hot comb up her ass and then comb her pussy hairs with it afterward, it's none of your business. Because it ain't none of your mama, nigga.
Nah, but I'm just trying to figure out, what rational person would call and tell an 80-year-old woman that.
But I never called her and told her that.
80-year-old women have needs too.
Hold on. Have you ever even spoken with Miss Shirley?
No, because Miss Shirley, no.
Why? I didn't ask you why. I'm part of the family, motherfucker. She knows who Beasley is. If I right fucking now, I woke up. She gonna say, "Oh, Beasley, how you doing? Cupcake still acting up?" We call her Cupcake behind his back. You don't mind? Can't you just apologize, man? You can't. You're not my moral judge to decide if what I do is right or wrong.
Well, I never said I was nobody's moral judge or have or high ground.
You asked me, did I call Shirley, and what kind of person does that? If you taking a judgmental stance, you must think somebody's stupid, huh?
No. Again, you were honest. What you said, yes, you did call Shirley.
Why are you calling her Shirley? It's Mrs. Rainey to you, you ungrateful fucking disrespectful shit.
Well, you know what? I guarantee that someone my co-host would have an issue with me calling her Miss Shirley or Shirley in general, just because I didn't say Miss Rainey. All of a sudden, you feel some type of way.
No. You didn't call her Miss Shirley. You didn't call her Mrs. Rainey. You called her Shirley like you know her, nigga. And you don't know her. I do.
I said her. Yes, I did say her name, but I never knew that there's necessarily a certain way I gotta call her name.
That's the problem. It's called respect, motherfucker. You seem to be lacking it because you didn't get a lot of home training, obviously. Obviously, you're just some fucking rogue savage out here on these internet streets.
Okay, you know what? I came up in a 2-parent household. At the same time, it's like
and they didn't teach you manners. You had your mama and your father to teach you manners, and they didn't teach you.
They taught me plenty. Oh, they taught me plenty of manners.
Why the fuck aren't you using them? He grew up in a 2-parent home. What's his excuse?
Well, you have people that are online, and they constantly, again, continue to. I mean, hell, saying what you say about someone. Okay, yeah, it's like, hey, I could take a shot, but again, when families get drawn into it, this has been going on way before I even came into this particular sector or this particular area.
That's why you owe me an apology.
Well, you had a hand in it.
I had a hand in what? And what was going on back then? That's not true. That's not
maybe
true.
Not back then. Well, maybe not back then, but you somehow, again. Well, didn't you again?
Hold on.
Weren't you a part of BTR at one point?
Hold on a second. I was the king of BTR at one point.
And did y'all have and how was y'all relationship then?
That motherfucker don't get to have no relationship with the king. He's a goddamn buck private. What do you mean relationship? You the one that has relationships with that motherfucker. He don't matter. He doesn't matter. He's a po-ass nigga from Chicago. He's a statistic. He only matters to you. Has he sent you a dick pic?
What?
Have you ever jacked a man off?
Hell no. Nor will I ever.
Have you ever? So you've never sucked a dick?
No.
So you've never been penetrated anally by a man? Anally? So you're saying you're not gay? You're not homosexual?
No, I'm not gay and I'm not homosexual.
Why do you sound like that?
Just the way I talk.
Why do so many people accuse you of being gay and homosexual?
Because the way I sound and possibly, basically other reasons.
What are the reasons?
Well, one, because, if I'm not necessarily, again, trying to, fuck everything that doesn't come across my way. That basically, again, that puts me in a box of being homosexual. Well, and not only that, I don't necessarily ever think I've said anything remotely that was homosexual.
Well, why is everybody accusing you of being a homosexual then? You know, if you're not a homosexual, I'd be the first to apologize because I truly have class. Now, it being in this box, what's on the outside of the box? Is it like painted yellow with big red letters that say gay, fag, pussy boy?
No, doesn't contain any of those words, but
I'd like to help you get out of this box. Nah, it's a fucked up box to be in if you don't belong in there.
I'll give you that. I will give you that.
Right.
It does. But like I said, but then again, and like I said before, you know, again, it isn't nothing new to me because I mean I've been hearing it, you know, since high school days of being bullied.
Oh man,
Yeah.
went on in
Yeah.
high school.
Oh yeah, I was bullied. Yeah, been bullied since since grade school. But guess what? You know, necessarily didn't change who I am as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I put, you know, again,
You know
when
what?
I said what's that? Go ahead.
So you know how I feel being bullied.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And not only that, you know, again, and then I think I said it when I started doing I necessarily didn't, you know, again, I put my medical history out there. I'm like, you know, again, you get what you get for me. I don't put on the facade as though being who I am as a, you know, as a person.
I feel you. Well, I want to apologize if you're not gay for calling you gay.
Okay.
But
Except,
no one should see. Maybe I'll do the right thing first because if you're not gay and people have been making fun of you for, I'm just going to guess you're about 28, 29.
I'm 29.
Okay, about 29. That's about 29. So people have been like kind of, it's been 12, 13 years, right? 13, 14 years.
Well, maybe longer than that, but to an extent, but 12, 13 years sounds just about right.
Right. Well, it has to hurt eating lunch by yourself.
Well, no, not really. Matter of fact, and
Yeah.
luckily for me, I was able to find not a whole group, but one or a couple people. That was all I needed, basically. Because I'm like this, and I had a lot of people tell me that, you know, your circle doesn't really have to be that big.
No, no, no.
Because you know, again, the smaller your circle, the calmer your life is.
No,
The
that's
bigger it is,
that's true.
the bigger, you know, the more problems will come out of it. And I still keep those same ideologies and philosophies with me till this day. Now, again, and again, no disrespect to you when I say this, but people can take this and chop it up and put their own spin on it. It's like, hey, I really don't care, you know, really at this point. You know, I come on here to have fun. I mean, yeah, are there some things that I do?
You know what? You know what, Aaron? Let me tell you what you were doing. Okay. Let me tell you what you're doing. This is real man to man. By you making fun of me, calling me old, and saying I was in a wheelchair and that I wet my pants, by you joining in on those jokes without even getting a chance to know me as a person because other people were doing it, it's kind of the same thing that happened to you. It's kind of the same thing that happened to you because I'm sure there were plenty of people that never know what a sweetheart and what a gentleman and what a kind, because I feel a different person now. I feel an honest person that can just, that's comfortable in their own skin. And kind of what happened with me. Now think about this. Kind of what happened with me, with people piling on with the insult. And they don't have to be based in truth, but other people join in because they think it's fun and they make fun. It's bullying. It's the same thing that happened to you, Aaron. And now here it is years later, you're doing it to me. And that's why I'm so angry. And I'm glad we got to the bottom of this. I'm glad we got to the bottom of this. I hope that you realize that by engaging and participating in the same behaviors that hurt you for years, you just learn to maybe ignore them or not deal with them or engage them every now and then, or they go their way and you go yours. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, to an extent I do. And you know what, and again, and I happen to tend to ignore them anyway, but then again at the same time, again, hell, I left for a moment and people are still, and I mentioned this earlier, that they still have troll accounts of me. Going by different names, taking my pictures. Again, I've never done that to anybody, let alone not on here.
Oh, look what you did to me.
Well, those were okay. What I did, those were just words.
But they words hurt.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
Words.
Like they say, sharpest thing in the world is your tongue.
Hold on. I want you to say this, Aaron. Words hurt. This doesn't absolve you for being wrong. I'm just giving you some insight that the same behavior, the same things that were done to you, you're in turn becoming part of the problem and not part of the solution. This is your life. This is your life we're talking about. How does that make you any better than all of those people that called you all of those names? Faggot, bitch, cocksucker. I know they called you all of those names for years. It doesn't make you any better a person. It doesn't make you any better a person to accuse me of being in a wheelchair and pissing on myself. It's not true. You knew, you never even took the chance to investigate whether it was true or not, because you don't care about my feelings.
Oh wow. Dang. I never knew.
You don't care about my feelings, and you won't even apologize. And you're a victim. Think about it, Aaron. Oh my God, man.
But I'm back.
Feelings are real around here, man. I'm not responsible for none of this, man. This is before I came along. And you seem to believe cupcakes like it's true.
Close rain call from Chicago, Illinois.
But you have to realize, Aaron, he has played a part in people fucking with him by threatening people. But we got something in common. I mean, you've experienced the bullying, the sexual bullying longer than I have. What? I mean, if you didn't talk, why do you think they picked on you? Do you walk a certain way?
No.
How are the ligaments in your wrists? Do you hold a firm wrist?
No, but over the years, you know, again, I've trained in the martial arts since 14, and I have sustained injuries.
So you have limp wrists?
No.
Ligaments?
But there was a time where I couldn't close my hand, you know, all the way, and that was not because of my wrist, because of my fingers, my middle finger. Like it developed into arthritis, where I could barely make a closed fist. And this was till I started getting into my early to mid 20s. That right there is, that right there is real. But I'm a lot better now than I ever was before.
So you've never had an uncle like slip a thumb up your ass when you were a kid?
What does that have to do with anything?
Oh, no, well, because some people are born gay and some people are turned gay. And you're saying you're not gay, and you might not be gay, but you might be gay and just a virgin. Let me ask you this. If you found out deep inside of your soul, right, that you're gay, all right, if God told you you're gay, would you be able to accept it, or would you continue to fight it?
If he made that decision,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I would.
Would accept it?
If he made that decision, yeah.
Look, dude. Look, your problems are your problems, man. I have to deal with mine, man. I'm not in a wheelchair, man. I don't piss and shit all over the place, you know? Maybe when I was a kid. Can I just get that apology, man? You have to work out your situation on your own, man.
And that I have no issues doing.
Well, can I get that apology?
Okay. Well, since you apologize first, well, then I guess I feel like what I have to do as a man. I'm sorry that I made up all the, again, all the things that, again, people said or that I happened to hop on. But with that being said, though, but then again, there's an ending to this.
I accept your apology. You don't have to take it any further.
No. I was just saying that,
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
No, I'm not ruining it. I'm not going to ruin it. We can be cordial. We can be civil.
Oh, we can't, because Cupcakes won't allow it. He still wants to kill me. I might have to fuck him up one day.
Well, you know what? That's between you two.
Well, see, that's the position. That's the position you should have taken all along. Do you understand what I'm telling you? By you jumping in the let's tease this guy thing, let's tease him, it's the same thing that happened to you. You said you had two parents. My parents always taught me two wrongs don't make a right. Most colored parents teach their kids that. I see you're mighty bright and light skinned. You might have some of that white devil in you, where they just denied you the wisdom of two wrongs.
No. Actually, my dad is black and my mom is mixed.
Mixed.
Yeah.
Your mother's biracial or miscegenation?
Triracial or multiracial, triracial.
Well, only puppies are mixed. Only drinks are mixed. Human beings are miscegenated. They're not mixed. Can't mix a human being.
Well, no, I didn't say that. But
Well, I'm just giving you some scholarly advice. Have you been to college?
no, I haven't been to college.
I have. So when you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Well, I necessarily can't. Well, there were a lot of things, but I necessarily can't think of one thing in particular right now.
Do you think you could be roommates with Cliff? With him smoking all the time, smoking the house up?
Well, I come from a family that smoked, so it wouldn't be no big deal with me.
You don't smoke?
Well, I can't say that I don't.
You do smoke?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then it's no big deal.
Yeah.
Smoke in the house?
No, I smoke outside.
Well, that's good. Cliff don't. Cliff smokes in the house. in the house. He used to smoke in the house with his mother in the house. No, Aaron's from Seattle. He ain't from the South.
Well, actually, well, you know what though? I was born in Texas, but I did grow up in Washington State.
Right. I know where.
Yeah.
No,
You have accent.
No, I know, right? You know, when someone positions themselves as an enemy, I get their information and I just wait. And I just wait. And I just wait. Because sending pizza is so 2015. You ever argue with one of them little Chinese motherfuckers that brings the food to your house and you don't pay them? They not playing around. Them little motherfuckers be mad, man. You said you know martial arts? You might have to use it fucking with them little Chinese motherfuckers. They not playing around. Let's hear another cupcakes video. Do you understand why people keep tormenting Cliff when he does videos like this? Aaron?
I'm listening.
I mean, do you understand why people torment him? You think that he's a victim, but listen to the stuff that he says. He plays a part in what happens. And when people like you support him, he doesn't have a chance for introspection. You know what introspection is? If you don't, it's okay. I know you haven't been to college. I have.
Well, you know, I've heard that word flown around out there, but you don't really know the definition.
I appreciate your candid. You're being honest. We're going to look it up. INTROSPEC. If you have a pencil people handy, if you have a pencil and piece of paper handy, I mean, it may as well be a learning moment, you know?
And again, and I'm the type that never stops learning.
Well, that's good. That's good. Introspection is the examination or observation of one's own mental and emotional process. Introspection, the examination or observation of one's own mental and emotional process. It was kind of like checking yourself out as what makes you do the things you do. Cliff does not utilize introspection because he's reacting the same way as he had the 3 or 4 years. If you were his friend, you would assist him in a way where he could learn to be introspective and see the errors in his ways. Because while he's pointing out at the world, there are 3 fingers in his own hand pointing back at himself. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Well, again, yeah, we do talk from time to time, but not every single day. Again, you know, and with Cliff, you know, he does remind me of a member of, you know, my particular family altogether. He does. Hello?
I know, I'm listening to you. What characteristics does Cupcakes have that remind you of your family?
Well, again, I know you may not agree with this, but you know, yeah, they have, you know, again, they served in the military, and again, when you get deployed, things being over there, hell, in combat, hell, my dad is a victim of that. But things like that, you know, again, especially around, you know, again, being in wars and being in dangerous, you know, battlefields, yeah, it can, you know, hell, it can damage you. Yeah, it can be another sign of PTSD. I mean, you necessarily don't have to be in the military just to get PTSD.
You want to know what I think? I think Cliff has suffered more PTSD from YouTube than he has in the war. At least the war ended for him.
Yeah, no,
No, and when you say Cliff served in the army, he served meals in the army. He was a potato peeler. He was a cook.
well, I don't know about that. I don't know about all that.
I've known him longer than you. I've known him longer than you. I'm telling you this. I've heard him say this. He served his part. I mean, the soldiers got to eat.
Yeah, they do have to eat, but I don't necessarily, again, I can't say that, he was a potato. I can't necessarily go off that.
Cliff served his country meals in the service, in the military. He served lots of meals. Lots and lots of meals. Well, appreciate your apology, and I'm sorry that I didn't know that you had been ridiculed for being accused gay. That's fucked up, especially if you're not gay. You think it's possible you might be gay and you just haven't made that move yet? How are you ever going to know if you really are gay unless you go ahead and do something with somebody? Look at Bruce Jenner. Look at Bruce Jenner. All those years, world's greatest athlete, having children and wives, when all you really want to do is put on a dress and suck some dick.
Well, the thing is, I've never done all that. Never really had to put on a dress.
You
Or
might dress.
had to put on lipstick or do any of that.
Right, that's a transvestite. That might not be you. You
No,
find,
and I necessarily don't even know what the trends are or what the trendings are, again, for a gay person to know that they are. I just don't.
well, I guess the main thing would be is that you're sexually attracted to someone of the same sex.
And I'm not attracted to somebody of the exact same sex. I mean, hell, I don't really care about giving other men compliments. I don't. I'm man enough to say that. But that don't necessarily mean I'm attracted to them. I love women and always will love women.
All right, if you're gay, Aaron, they have support groups, man. It makes it easy.
I don't need a support group.
Well, there's help that is there.
And I do understand that, but I'm good. I'm good.
They don't judge you. I think
Well, that's the thing about, again, people have alcoholic issues. I mean, they don't get judged, so.
drinking a beer and sucking a dick as a man is two different things, man. Come on.
Well, no, bro. Well, in a way, yes, but still. That it still doesn't change the fact that they still have, there's still issues.
Drinking beer is not an issue. It's not that big.
No. Well, no, it's not an issue. But
look, Aaron,
there is no, again, I necessarily have yet to see somebody get poisoning of the liver or alcohol poisoning or gay poisoning for somebody being gay or let alone having somebody suffer from complications.
let somebody suck a sick dick, man.
Oh, of course, you can expect all the diseases to affect their health. Of course.
So if you decide to ever make that move, will you be sure like to wash the dick with soap and water, hot water and soap?
Wow.
I said if you decide to make that move. I have a feeling. Look, you've got to get to the bottom of this one day. There's something that those people saw in you that maybe still exists. It's carried over to YouTube, where people don't know you as well. They don't see the little twitch in your walk. They don't see the way you twirl your neck.
I don't necessarily twitch my hip, walk a certain way or twitch my neck.
You smoke Virginia Slims when you smoke? You smoke Virginia Slims?
No,
Oh, okay.
I do Marlboros and the finest Cuban cigars.
There you go. All right. Well, appreciate your apology, man, and wish you well.
You too.
God bless you.
Same here.
That was exciting.
Yeah.
Well, guess we get ended on that note.
It was.
Well, at least we came to a resolution.
Hello?
At least we came to a resolution.
I can say that.
I got a feeling when you get back around your cupcake friends that you're just gonna you're just gonna go along with the crowd. Don't you feel bad if I were really in a wheelchair and you were making fun of me because someone being in a wheelchair? What's funny about being in a wheelchair?
Well, there's really nothing funny or fun about being in a wheelchair.
And that's true.
Why would you make jokes? Don't you realize this is the same thing that happened to you? People that you don't even know, that you never did nothing to, piling in on the bandwagon. Aaron's a faggot, Aaron's gay, Aaron's a bitch, Aaron's a fag, Aaron's a fag.
Yeah, and again, and it didn't feel good, but at the same time, what they thought of me didn't necessarily change my reality. What they thought of me didn't necessarily take care of what I need to get taken care of financially, or this, that, and the third. Or put food on the table or the clothes on my back. Again, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, hell,
At Red Lobster.
and shout outs to, again, Patricia Slap, again, hanging with them and with you. But I can't say that I don't know these people personally, but they have somewhat of a bit of respect for me, at least let me hop on the panel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And it don't define you. You all right. You all
Yeah.
right, brother.
Yeah.
When Domingo though.
The thing is, and the thing is, and I guess that's, where it's like, when you've been hearing something, again, for so long and for a while, yeah, you do learn how to get immune to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody can tell me otherwise.
Or me.
Again, I mean, well, now I don't think I should, but people have said a lot worse about other people that would never ever come out of my mouth.
That doesn't make you right, man.
No, don't make it right, but still.
That's an excuse.
What's an excuse?
Look, that's minimizing your behavior by juxtaposing it against someone else's. That's a cop out. That's some faggot shit to do, man. I don't do that faggot shit, man. That's what fags do. A man says, you know what? I was wrong. I apologize. It's that. A faggot says, oh, well, you know, what I did wasn't as bad as what Tony and them was doing, huh? Come
No, I
on.
said people did worse stuff than I have.
Same difference, dude. Come on, man. Let's
Look again.
dude, let's bleach this.
Got an apology.
And I appreciate the
Gave you that.
but you
What more do you want?
but you're making excuses now. Let's bleach.
I'm not. No one's making an excuse here.
Let's bleach this faggot out of your personality.
Wow. There you go. There you go.
I'm trying to help you.
What is it that you can offer me help that I necessarily can't do myself?
Because goddamn it, they've been calling you a faggot for 20 years, motherfucker.
Yeah, and
Ain't shit changed. Time to do
what
something.
changed? And what changed me was me getting away from those people.
But you came here and they're doing the same thing. The problem is you. It's the faggot in your spirit, nigga.
Wow.
Faggot that's in your soul. The
So
faggot.
now here you are back to jumping on those exact same things.
Because you exhibited faggot ass behavior.
Wow. Wow. Okay. All right. Whew. Wow. Talk about it. Well, an olive branch to end on that note. I'm somewhat kind of stunned and disappointed at this point. So again, y'all can just continue to reach. Never once did I ever come back at you, again, starting on the bandwagon with the wheelchair thing. But you say that I, exclude faggotry behavior.
It's what it is, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we are being honest with one another. I didn't think he'd be offended by it.
Well, well, there you have it. And no, I didn't jump up and raise my voice at the top of my lungs.
You could if you wanted to, Miss Thing.
Wow. Okay. Thought, again, I thought, not only a debate, but a conversation. When people start calling your names, that's how you know you easily won.
Yeah. All right, man. You need to win. Well, that's a masculine trait.
What's that?
The desire to win and finish first. I'll give you that.
And again, hell, and I myself was trying to have somewhat of an understanding too.
There you go, back to the faggot shit again.
Wow. Wow. They will never resolve this.
You're the one that's got all.
I just apologize again.
All right, I apologize too. But you're the one with all the honey molasses, sweet saccharin in your voice, dude.
Wow. So I guess how somebody talks defines them.
Man, it does. People make fun of my voice. They say it's annoying and it's high pitched. Yo, it just sound like.
You never said your voice was high pitched.
Other people have.
Okay.
Other people have. Yeah, people. Yeah, it's all we got to work with here. Want me to cam up?
Well, you can if you want.
Send me $50 and send you a picture of my dick.
And we all know that I'm keeping that $50 because it'll never happen.
If you ever were to become gay, do you think you would be a spitter or a swallower? Not saying gay, but if you were to become gay, which do you think you'd be?
Wow.
You got swallow written all over you, dude.
I plead the fifth.
So you decline to answer that question because the answer may tend to incriminate you?
I plead the fifth.
All right. The Fifth Amendment is a protection in the Bill of Rights and the Constitution that protects you against self-incrimination.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
I choose not to answer that question.
All right. I got you. And I appreciate you for that. I really do. I really do. It's been real, man. Appreciate your participation, man. I feel a lot better now.
All righty.
It's been a real treat.
Shit.
Oh my God.
Man.
Man, that's right. I can't believe this shit. I make it look easy, huh? See y'all later, man. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm about to do the same. I'm about to carry my ass to sleep. That was fun.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, I'm about to get on. I hope you guys resolved your issues, and then both of y'all apologized. And it's nice seeing you over here, Aaron. I hope to see you again.
Yeah, and if I necessarily don't necessarily come out the popular person out of this, well, it is what it is.
No, you cool. You good with me. You just at the bus stop, and at the bus stop we laugh and we just have fun. But at the end of the day, everybody muted and let y'all do your man thing. I don't interrupt men when they talking. So, all right, I'm out of here. You guys have a great.
Now, peace out.
Shit.
All right, good night, Snapper.
All right, good slap.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'll get with y'all tomorrow.
And yeah,
Right.
Aaron, you're welcome to come back whenever. You already know how this shit works. We have fun over here, so shit. Next time,
Yeah.
you me.
I'll make sure to stop by the dispensary first.
Alright now.
All right, then.
Chat.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Sorry for all the inconvenience.
Oh shit, you good? This is how the bus stop works. Don't worry about shit. Alright. Peace, hollow. One. I'm out.